Do you know what toppers actually do differently? How do they study, or what habits can really change your life as a student? These are questions a lot of students ask. So in this video, I'm gonna share 6 simple habits that can totally change your life, not only academically, but emotionally and mentally as well. Being a student isn't just about books and exams, it's full on mental, emotional, and academic hustle. There's the pressure to perform, the fear of falling behind, and the stress of expectations from teachers, parents, and even friends. That's why you need to build a few solid habits that not only help you score well, but also keep you mentally strong and emotionally balanced. So let's get into it, and here are 6 game-changing habits that can take you from just another student to someone on the topper list. And the habit number 1, track your energy. As a student, it is super important to figure out when you have the most energy and plan your tasks accordingly. If you are working during your low energy hours, you are basically setting yourself up for frustration. I have seen so many students making schedules without considering their peak energy time. And then there are those who don't even plan at all. What happens? They end up cramming at 2 a.m. during exams and they feel stressed out and burned out. Now imagine using something like Google Calendar to block out time for studying, going to gym, or even just chilling. Your brain wouldn't constantly be in a panic mode. You will feel more in control and you wouldn't have to deal with that last minute pressure all the time. Now imagine you have scheduled 3 hours to study, but if your brain is running on 5% battery, those 3 hours are useless. That's where energy tracking comes in. Instead of just planning your day by the clock, start noticing when you feel most focused, energetic, and mentally sharp. For example, if you think you feel super sharp from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. after a shower or maybe after breakfast, better move your hardest subject, say maths and science, to the morning hours. Now, habit number 2, note everything. Yes, writing notes doesn't just help during revision, it also helps your brain process and remember things better. You can use mind maps or random bullet points, whatever helps. One thing you should know that students who take notes by hand remember concepts better. Why? Because when you write by hand, you are more focused. And a study from the University of California found that students who regularly review their notes score 13 to 20% higher on tests than those who don't. Now you decide you should take notes or not. Now habit number 3, clear your mind. You can meditate, do some breathing exercises, or do a bit of physical exercise to clear your mind. But one very simple way to clear your mind, which many students are least bothered about, is to keep their desk clean. Your brain and your space are deeply connected. When your surroundings are messy, your brain feels cluttered too. It's like trying to focus in the middle of the traffic jam. Yes, visual clutter limits your brain's ability to focus and process information. Now, when you organize your desk just before sleeping at night, you are also resetting your mind. You are telling your brain, we are done for the day, let's rest. That way, when you wake up, you are not starting your day with stress. In fact, you are starting with a fresh and clear mind. And guess what? That sets the tone for the entire day. Now, habit number 4, no zero-day mindset. Yes, do something towards your goal every day, no matter how small. Our brain demands consistency, not perfection. So doing something every day builds momentum. Once you got that, everything becomes easier. So let's not lose the momentum once you have gained it. Believe me, you need only tiny improvements every day consistently. And this is what James Clear says in his book, Atomic Habits. He says, just 1% better every day equals huge results in the long run. Now coming to the habit 5, read a few pages daily. Beyond your textbook, do read biographies, psychology, philosophy, finance, mindset, self-help, and even good fiction. This broadens your vision. It expands how you think and see the world. According to the University of Sussex, reading can reduce stress level by 68%, and it is more effective than music, tea, coffee, even walking. Incredible, right? And a study by Yale University says People who read books regularly live up to 2 years longer than non readers because reading keeps the brain engaged and sharp. And you know what? 85% of successful people, such as CEOs, leaders, and entrepreneurs, read books daily. And what do they read? Biographies, psychology, etc. And this I am not saying, it is according to Harvard Business Review survey. And the habit number 6, daily or weekly journaling. Journaling is the writing down of your thoughts, feelings, experiences, or lessons. It is simply like having a personal conversation with yourself on paper. Believe me, it is important to take out some time every day to log everything you have learned, whether it is a subject, life lesson, or thought. Just take 10 to 15 minutes each day to ask yourself, what did you learn in class? What did life teach you today? What thoughts kept repeating in your head? What would you do differently next time? Even Harvard Business School study says that people who spend just 15 minutes reflecting at the end of the day performed 23% better than those who didn't. And it is not just about performance, journaling also reduces anxiety and stress. Students who journal regularly feel more in control in their studies and their emotions. And this I am not saying, the American Psychological Association says so. And writing down your thoughts improve your memory because it helps in transitioning information from short-term to long-term memory. So in the end, I can say if you have any iota of doubt about any of these methods, just try them for a few days. If they work, practice them regularly. If not, drop them. But I have seen many toppers follow these habits and I have my own personal experience as well. That's all for now. Thank you and see you next time.